Hello, my name is Alexandru and I am a Romanian-born seeker of truth, a lifetime student in the Gurdjieff groups all around the world. And I have authored quite a few books on the Gurdjieff teaching, including books describing in detail the practical internal exercises and the famous movements and sacred dances. This channel is about the Enneagram brought by Gurdjieff, to whom we will always be grateful for bringing such a tremendous teaching and sharing it with us. Among my books about the Enneagram, you can see here the cover of Process Coaching with the Enneagram and the cover of the Business Enneagram. I also highly recommend the books written by my friend Adrian Mirel Petrariu, especially his grand opus, The Mythology of the Energy. Among his books on the Enneagram, you can see here the cover of the Gurdjieff Enneagram Origins and the fabulous The Enneagram of Thought. In today's video, we're gonna revisit some of the Enneagram basics. I do recommend you to check out the other videos on this channel. The Enneagram is an instrument to help us to achieve triadic perception and mentation, whereas our ordinary mental processes are linear and sequential. The world in which we live is threefold. This quote by Bennett clearly explains the general meaning of the Enneagram. The symbol consists of a circle representing the law of unity, a sixth figure, a hexade representing the law of 7, and a triangle representing the law of 3. The Enneagram's basic structure holds universal truth. The core components are the circle, the triangle, and the hexade. The circle represents unity or wholeness. It contains all processes and shows the cyclic nature of things. The points on the circle mark the stages of that particular process. The triangle represents the higher laws or higher forces involved in the process. The apex of the triangle represents the external shocks that are needed in order to complete the process. The divine intervention points, let us say. It also connects the levels. The hexade represents the internal process flow. It's a 6-stage development and shows the natural progression of things. Also, it gives a lot of hints about the inner transformation, how the stages of the process connect to each other. The essential understanding regarding the Enneagram is that it has 8 main points, which are the development stages based on the law of octaves. It's like milestones for that particular process. The deeper map of process evolution implies that we have the universal process points, the starting point, Do, which is an initial impulse, the raw material, or if you want, the beginning state, the pure potential of the situation of the process. Then we have the first interval, Mi, Fa, where we encounter the natural resistance, where we have the energy depletion, and which requires a conscious shock. Most processes die here. The critical requirements for the first shock is that we must be conscious of the stage and of the process. We need to precisely time the intervention of that shock. And the energy has to be correctly applied. We also need the right quality of energy. And for more details about the books that we have published, and also about online programs dealing with theory, practical internal exercises, and Gurdjieff Movements explained step by step, you can visit Gurdjieff Online. Or if you are interested only in the movements and sacred dances, you can visit the Gurdjieff Movements. And there you can find different series of complexity explained step by step. All my best.